My grandfather passed away when I was 6. I don't remember much about the funeral, just a blur of black clothes and quiet sobs. But I remember what happened afterward. A few weeks later, a man appeared in my room. He was tall, with kind eyes and a gentle smile that reminded me of my grandpa, but he wasn't old. He looked timeless. He told me his name was Leo. At first, I was scared. I hid under my covers, but he just sat patiently in the chair by my window, bathed in moonlight, humming a soft tune. He wasn't scary. He was calm, so I peeked out. He smiled and said, "It's okay, I'm just here to keep you company." And that's how it started. Leo became my best friend, the man only I could see. We did everything together. He taught me how to draw horses that looked like they could gallop right off the page. He'd sit with me while I did my homework, patiently explaining long division in a way that finally made sense. When other kids at school wouldn't let me join their games, Leo would be waiting for me by the swings. He'd say, "Their loss, we can have our own adventure." We'd explore imaginary jungles in my backyard and sail pirate ships on the neighborhood pond. He was my confidant, my playmate, my protector. I told him all my secrets, and he never judged, he just listened. My parents thought I had a vivid imagination. "Oh, that's just Leo," my mom would say with a chuckle when she heard me talking to myself in my room. They didn't understand. He was as real to me as they were. As I grew older, things started to change. When I was around 12, the world started demanding more of my attention. Middle school was a whirlwind of new friends, crushes, and after-school clubs. I spent less time in my room and more time out with people who could actually talk back to me in front of others. Leo was still there, but he was quieter. He'd sit in his usual chair, watching me get ready for a school dance or listen to me gush about a boy in my science class. Sometimes I'd catch a sad look in his eyes, and a pang of guilt would hit me. I was leaving him behind. I started to feel embarrassed by him. What would my new friends think if they knew I still talked to an imaginary man? So I started to ignore him. I'd walk into my room and pretend he wasn't there. The silence was heavy. One afternoon, after a particularly rough day at school, I came home, threw my backpack on the floor, and just broke down. I was 14. The pressures of being a teenager felt overwhelming. I felt alone, even when surrounded by people. I curled up on my bed and crying, wishing for the simpler days of imaginary jungles and pirate ships. And then, I felt a familiar, comforting presence. I looked up, and there was Leo, standing by my bed. He hadn't left. He looked at me with the same kindness he always had and said, "It's okay to feel this way." Growing up is hard. For the first time in years, I talked to him. I told him everything about the social pressures, the self-doubt, the feeling that I was losing myself. He listened, just like he always did. He didn't offer easy solutions. He just reminded me of the strength I had, the same strength that allowed a little 6-year-old girl to create a friend when she needed one most. I realized then that Leo wasn't just an imaginary friend. He was a part of me. He was the embodiment of my own resilience, my creativity, and my ability to find comfort in a world that often felt cold and lonely. He was the voice of my own inner wisdom. As I got older, I didn't need to see him sitting in the chair anymore, but I knew he was still with me. When I faced a tough decision, I'd hear his calm voice in the back of my mind, encouraging me. When I felt insecure, I'd remember his unwavering belief in me. He was my internal compass, a guide I had created for myself. He wasn't a ghost or a hallucination. He was a beautiful, intricate coping mechanism my young mind had built to heal from loss and navigate the complexities of life. He was a testament to the power of the human spirit. Many years have passed since Leo first appeared. I'm an adult now, with a life full of real, tangible people I love. I'm a writer and an artist, and I often wonder how much of that is thanks to him. He taught me to see the magic in the mundane, to build worlds out of nothing. Sometimes, when I'm sitting quietly, I can almost feel his presence, a gentle reminder of the little girl who needed a friend and the incredible man her mind created. I'm no longer embarrassed by him. I'm grateful. He was the man only I could see. But he taught me how to see myself. He taught me that even when we feel completely alone, we have a deep well of strength and comfort within us, waiting to be discovered. If you've ever had a Leo in your life, know that it's not something to be ashamed of. It's a sign of your own incredible strength, Thank you for listening to my story. Please share your own experiences in the comments. I'd love to read them. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories.